And again, it's all about that fast start. And we saw Puck Pieterse straight off, but it was Martina Berta that got the whole shot for the first climb. Evie Richards getting a good start. Keller, Lecomte, all the favourites getting a good start. But the big news before the start, Pauline Ferrone-Perot, women's elite world champion, missing this evening due to illness. But it was Lecomte who took the race on from the gun, really stretching the riders out. And this one of the more technical of the XCC courses, 4 or 5 rock gardens, but quite quickly we saw a group of 5 or 6, Puck Pieterse pushing hard, Keller pushing hard, all taking turns at the front to try and stretch out that front group, ending up with a group of 5 initially. Evie Richards finding that pace, almost to the maximum, just swinging on the back. Jenny Rissved's coming back from some illness following the Tour de Femme and riding back. Good, great short track rider. Lecomte pushing hard all race. Keller as well, all over the back wheel. And then we saw Hayley Batten coming back from a concussion from early World Cups, starting 32nd on the grid, coming back to make that front group an amazing ride in her first World Cup race back, making a front group of 6. But it was this corner, these tight, loose corners. Keller lost the back wheel, taking Pieterse out, and the real victim of the crash, Jenny Rissved, having to stop and stall completely and losing the front group, having made such a great start to the race. But it was a massive, hectic clawback onto the last climb. Puck Pieterse putting the hurt on, Keller trying to go with her, Evie Richards all over the bike, maximum pain face. And that was where we saw Lorna Lecomte getting distance from the front group. And this front group of 3, Puck Pieterse getting a small gap, Richards coming round Keller later in the race and doing her best over the rock gardens, trying to use her technical skill to close that gap back on Puck Pieterse. But it was the Dutch lady who held it all the way to the finish to take her first XCC win of the year and cement her overall lead. Evie Richards holding on for 2nd, and Alessandra Keller taking 3rd on this evening and holding her XCC overall. So we'll have a top 10 this evening in XCC. Puck Pieterse, Evie Richards, Alessandra Keller, Hayley Batten. We have a great ride coming back from well in the grid. Lorna Lecomte to rounding out your top 5. So XCC overall, Puck Pieterse jumping ahead of Alessandra Keller due to this evening's result. Pauline Prevot suffering from missing tonight due to illness.